thanking everybody for tuning in and joining this session. I'm going to talk a little bit about working at Salesforce and working in professional services or consulting overall, a little bit about the community and kind of the future of where it's going. First, I wanted to introduce myself. So my name is Jeff Boord. I'm a 1999 graduate of CBA with a focus in marketing, and 2002 graduate from CATS. I'm a Pittsburgh native, so I grew up in the South Hills and have lived in Washington, D.C., but have called the San Francisco Bay Area home for the last 14 years. I have 2 kids and 2 dogs. You can probably guess which one of those 2 keeps me the most busy. And I like to do anything outdoors. So you can take a look at those pictures and guess which one of those is me amongst the founding fathers of our country on Election Day from this year. Currently, my role is a senior engagement manager in Salesforce strategic professional services. So really what does that mean is I work in the consulting division and professional services division of Salesforce with our most strategic customers on their largest digital transformation initiatives. I've been doing this role for about 3 years, but have really been in the professional services and consulting sector for my entire career. Before joining Salesforce, I spent a little bit of time in embedded professional services at a technology startup. And prior to that, spent about 8 years in Big 5 and then Salesforce Partner Consulting. My role is very diverse, and it's interesting to me because I cover 3 major areas in my day-to-day work. One is in pre-sales. So I get to work with our customers on identifying and scoping out areas for professional services work to solve problems for some of their, to provide solutions to solve problems to some of their biggest issues. So this can range anything from a straightforward technology implementation to overall a digital transformation across their entire sales and or service organization. It's really exciting because I do get in early on and really have the opportunity to scope out those projects and then stand up the team. I do maintain a utilization throughout the delivery of that project to make sure that any of the expectations that were set during the pre-sales side of things are maintained throughout the project as we go through it. So that's really what gets me out of bed every morning is getting out there and working with our customers. I've come so tight with some of our customers. We do a lot of events together. So there's a picture of our Salesforce and our customer team at a users convention called Dreamforce with several 100,000 people. We've also taken some art and some training classes on how to do graffiti. So there's a tag at the corner of 6th and Howard. If you're ever in San Francisco, you can go see what our graffiti tag looks like. On top of the customer, pre-sales and delivery work, I'm also a people manager at Salesforce. So I get to work with other consultants and other professional services team members and help to coach and guide them through their careers and their enablement and development as a consultant or professional services team member. Some of the skills that I wish I had known when I was in your shoes in a university program and getting ready to either come out or further develop some of my skills would have been these 3. So the first one would be around technical skills. So getting some sort of technical skill or technical capability, I think, is very transferable and very valuable, even in my day-to-day. So combining that with any of the business acumen and the business experience is valuable not only to any sort of employer or team member, but also if you're in professional services to your customers. Salesforce is pretty unique in this way because we have a website called Trailhead, and this is how to learn all of the Salesforce products and become actually certified in administering them, learn them for free and become certified in administering them. It's a great resource, and I actually have some colleagues that have taken advantage of this while they were students, became certified administrators and were able to do some freelancing on the side throughout their college days, and then turned that into a job in a position when they were coming out of school. It's not only valuable for somebody in the project or the consulting side of things, but also as a marketing or sales professional, knowing a little bit about how these CRM systems work and really being able to get at some of the data is also a valuable skill that employers will be looking for. Also, on top of that, public speaking. So, when I was in school, I do remember the times when nobody wanted to give the presentation for the group, or nobody wanted to get up in front of the class. That's an area where now I really try to focus on and volunteer for a lot of those opportunities to really flex that muscle and get some practice at it, so that when the time arises to have to do some of those larger scale presentations, I'm used to it. I'm used to being in front of a larger group of people, and I can articulate any of the points or topics that I need to. And then I think also developing my content and my overall writing skills, I think, is also something that's very valuable, because articulating our thoughts and our requirements, not only to our coworkers, but also to our customers and any sort of team member that might be on the other side, making sure that we can articulate that clearly, and then somebody else can pick it up and take it from there. So much, I think, nowadays is lost in text messages and email, but being able to really articulate some of those things is quite valuable. And I also wanted to say that I am part of the Mentoring Match program. So I've connected with several of you out there over the course of the last couple of years. But I'm very happy to talk further about any sort of Salesforce or cloud opportunities or technology professional services in general. So please go ahead and reach out.